Good evening. We are going to start the class standing, and we're going to bring our focus to our arms and moving the circle and squeezing it and feeling how it connects our body. But first of all, I want you to bring your focus to your feet, please. So we're going to start with our feet in a parallel position. And what I want us to do, I want us to feel that our leg muscles, our thigh muscles, our bottom muscles all wrap round and work a bit more effectively. So rather than coming to a ballet first position where the feet come to a real turnout, I want you just to turn the toes out a small amount, get the heels together and feel the point where you kind of close the gap where your inner thighs are and you feel those leg muscles wrap around. And that gets us in a really strong position. So you want your feet as close together as parallel as possible, but to feel that connection. So just have a play with that. Find that feeling, and then we're just going to take our magic circle down in front of us. I want you to remember that we don't squeeze the circle as much as possible. That's almost fighting it. I want the magic circle to almost become part of your body. So we're going to have it down, sort of down towards the thighs, pulling our rib cage in, standing tall, feeling the connection of our legs. And I'd like you just to take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, squeeze your circle. So the shape of the circle changes with the shape of your rib cage. And then we inhale, release it, and the circle goes wider, as do your ribs. And then I exhale, squeeze the circle. And I inhale, release. And I exhale, squeeze the circle. Trying to keep my arms as straight as possible. Releasing. One more time, I squeeze. I release. And then I just want you to bring it in front of you. So again, think rib cage connecting, leg muscles wrapping round. Squeeze as you exhale. And then let the circle go wider. And you squeeze. Now I want you to notice what muscles are working there. And then release. I feel as I squeeze, all of the muscles in my chest and the arms start working. Last one, please, squeeze. And release. Now we're going to take the circle up overhead, but we're just going to take it as high as we can with the arms straight and with the rib cage not popping out. So keep the ribs strong. Where can we keep the arms straight? And then you squeeze the circle as you exhale. And then you allow it to widen. 3 more times. We squeeze, so don't squeeze the life out of it. And then we allow it to go wider. Just give me 2. And release. And 1, and release, and then take it onto the top of your shoulder. Okay, let the other arm hang down there. And then we just press down on the circle. And then let it go wider. So our focus is on our breath. Exhale, press down. And inhale. Can we stand taller as the circle gets bigger? Twice more, please. Squeeze down. And release, just focusing on the breath. It might be the first time today that we've brought our focus to it. Probably been rushing around a little bit today. And release. Take the circle just onto this bony bit of the outside of your leg, just so you can keep your arms straight. And when you're ready, we squeeze. And release. 3 more, squeeze it in. So hopefully you'll feel the inside of the arm muscles working a bit more to connect to you. Twice more, please. And once. And release. Take it to the other side. These are the nice bits. It's when it goes behind it's tricky. Okay, is the rib cage connected? Press down. What are our legs doing? Are our feet in that little Pilates V, that Pilates stance? Squeezing the circle with your breath. Twice more, please. Allow it to widen. Last time. And we take it onto our shoulder. Other arm just hanging there, leg muscles working, press down. And let it lift as you grow taller a little. And 3. So we realize we're not fighting the magic circle, we're just working with it, feeling that connection. 1 more time, press down. And release, and take it behind you. Whew, this is the tricky one, okay? So let's make sure we're not hanging out in our rib cage. So I am going to squeeze it, and it's hardly going to move. I don't know if you can feel that. And then let it go wider. It didn't actually change shape, not much anyway. And squeeze for 3. And release. So just getting more into the triceps, 2. Oh, I find this so tough. And 1. Release. Take the circle in front of you. Come towards the back of your mat. And I'm going to be pulling my circle open with my thumbs as it's in towards my chest. Now we're going to lunge our left foot forwards, take your circle forwards and squeeze it. Pull it open and power up. Same leg, we've got 7 more. So we squeeze, we lunge. Pull it open, we float up. So that foot hardly rests on the mat. Give me 6. Power up. And 5, I'm trying to land soft. I feel a bit like I'm landing like an elephant here. So trying to land softer than I am. Pull it open to lift you up. Give me 3. And open. Give me a squeeze in 2. Coming up. Take it down. And we're going to pulse up and down and we're going to squeeze the circle. Just 8 more for me, please. So remember, you're not squeezing the life out of it. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Okay, this might be tricky. I'm going to be lunging with my right foot, so my balance is going to be gone. So the circle is pulling in towards my chest, always chest height. Squeeze, lunge out. Pull, pull in. Try not to rest that foot down on the mat. And go for 7. And lift, pull it in. And 6. Power up. And 5, so you're trying to keep the arms straight there. And then bend them all the way in. Give me 4. Whoop, there went my balance. And lift. Give me 3. Psyching ourselves up for the pulses in a moment. 2 more, please. So, as we pulse, it's the knee and the magic circle. Just give me 8. 7, it's small and low. 5, I'm just going to turn this heating off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, well done. We are going to squat now. So our feet are going to go a bit wider than our hips. Thinking again, dirty loo behind us, broken door. Take it down, squeeze your circle, press the bottom out and back. Pull it open to lift you, hips press forwards a bit. And 7. And pull it open. And 6. Remember, the squeeze is just to connect you through the upper body. It's not to fight the circle. 5. Oh, I'm huffing and puffing a bit. And 3. Try small, please. Long, long arms. Coming up. You know we're going to pulse. Give me that squat. And pulse. And pulse. Give me 8. Just check your knees aren't rolling in here. So your knees are facing the same way as your toes. Your arms are reaching. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, stand tall for me. Very well done. We're going to stand with the length of the mat behind us. I'm going to squeeze my circle, long arms. My feet parallel there. I'm just going to take one foot behind and I squeeze my circle and it connects me as I bring myself down to my mat. And we're going to start with our 100. So, I would like you to get your circle, tuck it between your ankles. Now, I don't want this to make your feet come to a turnout. I don't want your heels facing in. I want your legs in a parallel position. You don't need to over-tense the yum toes, but it's quite tempting to let the toes go out to the side of the room. Okay, I would like you to have your arms down by your sides. Now, do your chin in towards your chest, your head, neck and shoulders lift, as do your arms. Now, decide if you're going to work here with bent legs, that's fine if you wish, or you can take the legs long, but wherever we are, the legs are in a parallel position. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Okay, so the focus is on your breath. We know the 100. I want you to have a squeeze on the circle. That makes my legs shake a little bit. But we're thinking about these big arm beats, but there's stability throughout the rest of the body. If you wanted to, you could take your legs a bit lower, but you really listen to your body here. Pull your belly in towards your spine. And I don't want you looking up to the ceiling. I want you looking about halfway up the wall in front of you, if you would. We've got 4 more sets here. If your legs are long, I want them really long, with energy coming through the toes. 2 more sets, please. Watch your head isn't spilling back here. Last set, breathing in and breathing out. Hold it there. Pull the circle in, grab it with your hands and take a full body stretch from me, please. Whew, take a breath. So we're going to go for a roll up. And actually roll up with a circle. The circle really helps many people because again, it gives us that connection. So I'd like your legs long, your feet flexed. Let me wiggle on back a little. And I would like you just to lift the magic circle up to the ceiling, squeeze it, nod the chin to your chest as you breathe in, and breathe out. Come to your roll up, so your horseshoe position. Hollowing out the belly, reaching forwards. Now as you come down, I want you to pull the circle open and feel how that widens the back of the body and gives you more fluidity with the roll down. Just let your breath flow. We lift the arms up. You come up as quick or as slow as you want right now. I nod my chin. I'm squeezing on my circle to connect the front of my body. And I reach forwards. Remember that low ceiling cue I always use. It really gets us in the right position. So pull your circle open and start rolling down towards your mat. Trying to stay under that low ceiling. And lengthen. Don't hold your breath here. Arms to the ceiling, please. Squeeze. Nod the chin. Are we coming up one vertebra at a time, or have we got sticky spots? I expect we have. Most people do. So this is a perfect time, pull it open, just to work through those. Just giving yourself time to lubricate the spine. Reach the arms. And come on up. This is your last one. Use that squeeze, flexing your feet, articulating the spine. Reach long. Think low ceiling. Pull your circle open and feel your spine melt down. And take a full body stretch for me. Okay, I think it might be quite nice to give the legs a bit of a stretch after those squats and lunges. So let's just bend both knees, have our feet on the floor. And let's start with our right leg. Let's just put the foot inside one of the pads and lift the leg up towards the ceiling. So I've got the pad on the ball of my foot. And I pull the leg in and I release it away. And I pull in and I release. So just take a moment to enjoy that stretch down the back of the right leg. You're not forcing the leg in until you're shaking. It's really quite counterproductive. It's not doing your muscles any favours if they're panicking and gripping. So just enjoy it. Pulling in and releasing. And now when you're ready, just take your left leg long on your mat. Make sure it's on the very middle of your mat. And then pull the right leg in a bit more. So we've got this openness in the front of the left hip. Stretch through the back of the right leg. And release. Pull it in. And when you're ready, I just want you to take your right arm out to the side, palm facing up to the ceiling. Look over your right shoulder. You're pulling the right leg in towards you, but take it over the body a small amount. Feel how the right hand side of the pelvis is just hovering slightly, and you've just shifted the emphasis of that stretch. Because actually, this bit of rotation in the lower back, we're going into single leg circle in a moment, and this is prepping for it. Come to center with your leg and your eye line. Can you pull the leg in a bit more? And then you look over the right shoulder as your leg goes over the body. We're keeping it straight. Oh, I feel that stretch. And come to center. Okay, can the leg pull in one tiny bit more? And can you look over that right shoulder a bit deeper? As you take the leg over the body, you might feel the right hand side of the pelvis is just lifting a bit more. We've loosened off those muscles. And come to center. Can we leave the leg there, but hold the circle above our chest? Now, I want you to let your shoulders press into the mat, squeeze on your circle, single leg circle. We circle the leg over the body, down and up. Oh, can you get your shin closer to your circle than I can? Circle it over the body, down and up. I'd like 4 more, please. Can we flex the left foot, the foot on the floor, because that is your point of stability. But hopefully squeezing on this circle is giving you a bit of a helping hand. 2 more, please. And then we change direction. So I am looking, it's not happening, but I'm looking for my shin, to hit that circle. And it's definitely not happening, but I can hope, I can try. I've been doing Pilates a long time and I've never hit it. But anyway, I can dream. Last one, please. And take that right foot to the floor. My leg was shaking then. Okay, so right knee bent, please. Pad of the circle onto the ball of your left foot. And just pull in. And let the leg just drift away. And pull in. As you're pulling in, can we just check those elbows are going wide? And release. Just give me 3. And release. And 2. Don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling this leg loosen up, coming in a bit more each time. Last one. And then take your right leg long. And again, you want it on the centre of the mat, like an imaginary line vertically going down the mat. Can you just pull your left leg in a bit more? Breathing through your stretch, remembering when we breathe properly and slow it down, that's going to enhance your stretch. And you're going to take your left arm out to the side, palm facing up to the ceiling. Okay, just take the leg over the body and look over your left shoulder. So notice how the stretch has shifted and changed. And come to centre with your chin and your leg. So let us first of all pull the leg in a bit more. Take it over the body, don't let it drift away to the wall in front of you. Over that left shoulder, so it's like an over and up. And centre. One more time, please. Take it in, take it over. Still pulling, so almost I'm trying to bring my left foot towards my right shoulder. I'm looking over to the wall on the left hand side. God blimey, that leg is tight. And I come to centre. Okay, in the hope it will make my leg a bit stretchy, I'm going to pull it in towards me one more time. And I'm going to hope the leg stays there. I take my circle above my chest. I squeeze the circle, I flex my right foot. Circle over the body, down and up, and 5. So we know that we want our pelvis to move here. We know this is the first bit of rotation of the spine that's in the original mat work repertoire, so enjoy it, but just be in control of it. Last one, please. We're not rocking all over the show without control. Pause here. Flex your right foot more, please. Squeeze your circle. Give me 6, 5. I'm worried I'm going to kick the ball. 4. Yep, there it is. 3. Where is that circle? I can find the wall, but I can't find the circle. Last one. Take that foot to the floor. And I would like you just to take your circle to one side, knees into your chest, and give me a frog leg hip release where you are just circling your legs opposite directions to each other. Just ease everything off. And when you're ready, change direction. So just feel the thigh bone stirring around in the hip socket. Once more. And pull those knees in. Bring your eyebrows up to your knees and rock yourself up. So let me keep my notes handy. We're going to go for rolling back or rolling like a ball. First of all, what we're going to do, we're going to put the feet on the pad. My hands are either side of the top pad. And this is going to help pull me into the position I want to be in. Because often when I see people roll back, I see them roll and flick their feet. If you're pulling the feet in towards your pelvis with your magic circle, it's going to give you more control. So can I just have your knees slightly parted so you can drop your forehead in that gap? Well, that's what we're aiming for. Elbows are wide. Breathe in, roll back. Breathe out, come on up. How much more control have you got? For me, that really works. Breathe in just to the shoulders. And breathe out to lift. Give me 4. So feel how you're holding your shape. Now I want you to imagine there's a line down the very long centre of the mat, and we're rolling our spine down that line. So each vertebra comes down individually. Last one. And then we make it a little trickier. Don't take your feet down, just move the circle. I want you to take the circle, kind of top of your thighs, and hold it with your heels. Now this is a real telltale sign if we are feet flickers. I'm going to be really embarrassed if I drop the circle now. Okay, so oh no, it's going to go. Okay, so I'm pulling the circle in towards my centre, using my heels, hands onto the bottom of my shins. I'm really praying I don't ping it. Breathe in, roll back, breathe out, come on. I don't know about you, but I feel there's a lot less control. Give me 5. I feel like I'm flinging myself back. Remember, there's no flinging in Pilates. 4, those of Pilates would be ashamed. 3, squeeze that circle to get that connection. 2 more times, please. Breathe in, back. Breathe out, up. You're going to be holding your shape. Last one. Take it back. Come on up. Oh, and release. Okay, we're going to lay down. And we're going to take the circle, one pad, just underneath the very bottom of your head. Okay, so top of the neck, base of the skull. And I'm going to be pressing my hands into the top pad of the circle. I would like you just to lift your knees up in towards your chest. We're going to go for our ab series. By lifting, by pressing your hands into the pad, that helps lift up your upper body. And it's not going to go into your neck, and I want us to get a bit more height of the shoulders. Right knee and left leg long. And we switch. And we switch. So the long leg is not going so low that we're just hanging out in the back. It's just at the point I can keep my tailbone tucked under, and I'm working into my centre. Elbows are wide. Can you press your hands into the circle a bit more, please, to lift your upper body? Give me 4. That bent leg, I'd like it to come closer to your chest. And 2. And 1. Knees in. I'd like you to get your eyebrows closer to your knees. Almost trying to get your knees in this magic circle. Upper body doesn't move. Breathe in, take both legs long for your double leg stretch. Breathe out, pull them in. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, they come in, they're squeezed together the whole time. Give me 3, shoulders are higher. Exhale completely as they come in, but your shoulders lift more. 2, they haven't dropped. In fact, they're picking up a smidgen higher each time. Last one, please, reach long. Fold them in. Take your head down for a moment. Leave the circle there because we'll be needing it. And take a full body stretch. Take a moment to let everything settle. I feel my arms are getting a really good workout with that one. And then we're going to go for crisscross, but we have got a little add-on tonight. So, hands on the top pad again. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Press into the pad to get your upper body into flexion. Knees in. Just have your right leg long, left leg bent. Twist your upper body to face the left-hand side of the room. Come to centre, both legs bend. So right knee in, left leg long, twist to the right. So we're slowing it down because I am going to add to it. And centre. Twist left, just go for a couple more like this. And centre, the legs are doing the same as single leg stretch. Both knees face up to the ceiling, so the twist is from the waist. Now, I twist to the left bent leg and you pause. Kick your left leg to the ceiling for 3 and bend. Kick 2 and bend. Kick 1 and bend, come to centre. Right leg bent, left leg long. Oh, my arms are working. Right leg kicks up to 3 and bend. And 2 and fold it. And 1 and bend, come to centre. 2 more. We go left. Kick 3. Fold, twist a bit more, kick 2 and fold, kick 1 and bend through centre. Last time, right leg bent, kick and I don't know how to say, straighten and bend, straighten and bend, come to center, or release down. Take your circle out of the way. Good riddance for a moment and take a full body stretch. So I hope you feel, sometimes we sink back to the mat just because our neck's aching, but the circle takes that away and makes you work more into your abdominals. Okay, so we've got our single leg stretch and our double leg stretch. So I am going to work now with the circle up over the chest like we did in our single leg circle. Okay, and I just want you to squeeze on it and pick up the head, neck and shoulders. Okay, lift both legs up. Can you get them closer to the circle? Lower your left leg and the right leg comes closer. We pulse, pulse, switch. We pulse, pulse, switch. So I'm squeezing on the circle, but not squeezing the life out of it. Give me 4 and 3. So you're looking up about knee height and the legs towards you. 2 and 1. Both legs up. 2 double leg lowers. Flex your feet. Breathe in, lower down. It's up to you how low you go. Exhale, point and lift. Actually, let's go for 3 more, just for fun. Flex and lower. Legs are squeezed together. Point and lift. Connect with your circle. Give me 2. Reach and lift. And 1. Lift, 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 lift. Oh, and release. Well done. Enjoy your full body stretch. Oh, just reach to the wall behind you with your fingers. Reach to the wall in front with your toes and create length. And your focus is on your breath. I'm just going to grab my drink. Okay, let the breath slow down and settle. And when you're ready, just draw your knees into your chest, please. And rock yourself up to seated. Now I'm going to take you for a little bit of side work. So, a side bend, and we're going to have the right leg long, out to the side. So your left knee's bent, that heel is just tucked away in line with your knee. Take the circle out to the side. Okay, take your arm up to your ear, and then you side bend over. And then the circle goes wider as you lift. So press down into it. And we lift. We're going to add to it. We side bend over, and then you look down to the circle. Press down on it. And then as you lift, you tap your hand down to your thigh, and you look at it. Okay, side bend. Start to look down on your circle. Arm is over your ear. And then we release, we come out of our side bend, we look in front, and then the hand taps the leg. Last one, side bend, so we're just slowing things down for a moment. And then release. This time we take our hand behind our head. Psych myself up for this. I am going to go, and you're going to join me, for side kick kneeling. So I lift my leg and I lower it. I lift my leg and I lower it. I'm trying not to let my magic circle move at all. Give me 4. It obviously is. And 3. Oh, I'm a bit wobbly. And 2. I'm all over the show. Last one, just pulse, pulse. 4, 3. Can I have your top elbow wider? Hold it there, flex your foot, kick forwards. Ooh, point, take it back. So we're working on our stability. Kick forwards for 5. Point, take it back, opening the hip. And 4. Sweep back as your top elbow facing up to the ceiling. Give me 3. Lucy's glad she's got a ball and not a magic circle tonight. Give me 2. And back. Last one. Take it back and fold the leg in. Okay, before we do the other side, we take the circle in front of us. I'm going to turn to the side. Okay, I want you to squeeze your circle, give me a side stretch. Just lean back on that straight line. And then come on up, let the circle release a bit. Squeeze. Feel how that makes you stronger. And lift. I need you to keep your knees together. Go back to 3. Don't let them part. And lift. Don't let your rib cage flare here. Keep strong. 2. Your hips are open, your ribs are in. And lift. There's an energy coming from the crown of your head. Last one, please. And we lift. And you lower your circle down. Okay, take your leg out. Tuck the foot behind. So first of all, just side bend for me. Take it over, feel the waist opening out. And then we come up. So just, you can play with the circle, get it in a good position for you. And 2, take it over. And float up. The magic circle just helps you. Last one like this, please. So you're not looking down to your mat, you're looking to the wall in front, and you come up, and then we add to it. So we take it over, and this time we do look down to our mat. And the circle lifts us up, and we look to the hand that's tapping our leg. And we go over for 2, so press into the circle. Go over, look down. I feel how that's opening the front of this right hip. And then the circle lifts us up. Enjoy this because you know where we're going next. 2 more, one more, sorry, take it over. And we lift. And then we take the hand behind our head. Oh, trust in our circle. I don't know if I can lift this leg up. Lift your leg up. Tap it down. Lift the leg up. And lower it. Is your circle a bit quieter than mine, which seems to be rocking all over the show? Give me 3. Oh my goodness. And 2. Hold it up for 1 and we pop. Small and high. Just give me 4, 3, 2. Trying to keep everything else quiet. 1. Flex your foot, kick forward. Oh, this is where the work is. Point, take it back. Kick forwards for 5. Take it back. Feel the entire body working. 4. Get length through the hip there. 3. Top elbow back a bit more. Point, point, point. Sweep it back. And breathe. 2. And 1. Sweep it back. Oh, and bring yourself up. Really nicely done. We're going to lay on our front. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to be on my front with my upper body propped up. I've got the circle in the insides of the elbows and the hands are almost wrapping around, just so when I squeeze on it, I feel like I've got a connection through the front of the upper body. So you decide how high up you want to be. I'm kind of holding it, squeezing it with my forearms. And first of all, we're going to just work on opening the hip a bit more. So let's have the knuckles of the big toes together. I feel like I've got a lift up through my breastbone, just looking up at the wall in front. But I feel I'm lengthening, I'm not folding in the lower back. So I've got this length through the front of my body. Tuck your right toes under and push through your right heel and just feel how the knee lifts and the thigh is kind of hovering off of the mat. Your knee lowers, the toes untuck. Left toes tuck. Push back through that heel. Knee down, toes down. Let's just go for 2 more. Right toes tuck, right heel pushes. Feel that length we're creating through the front of the hip. Knee down, toes down. Left toes tuck. Push through that left heel. Again, hopefully you'll feel that you're getting length in the lower back on that left side. Knee down, take it down. Now, can we, so just get your upper body in your strong position, squeeze in your circle. Can we lift both legs up, close together? We're going to go for our 1 leg kick. Kick, switch, kick, switch, kick. So, connecting with your circle, just looking up in front of you, and it's brisk, and we're trying to keep our knees off of the mat. Give me 6 and 5, 4, 3, legs not drifting to the sides of the room, 2 and 1. Take your legs down. And we're going to go to the upper body part of double leg kick. So I'm going to hold my circle up my lower back, wherever you can, but you want the elbows to drop down. I'm resting on the left cheek of my face. Okay, so feel the arm bones spin down and you've opened the back of the body. You've opened out those shoulder blades. Okay, I would like you to spin your arm bones backwards, squeeze on your circle, lift your upper body up and face the wall in front, look up to it. And then come on down, your elbows drop. So I'd like you please to squeeze, lengthen the arm bones backwards, look up at the wall in front. In fact, let's pull the circle open as we lower those elbows down. You're on your left cheek. Squeeze and lift. Pull open and lower. And we squeeze and lift. And you pull open and lower. 2 more please, squeeze and lift, your legs are still together. Pull open a bit more, get those elbows tapping down. Last one please, squeeze and lift. And release. Now what we're going to do, going to kind of put the 2 things together. I want you to bend your knees and take the circle around your ankles. And your hands are just holding outside the other pad. So pad is in between your feet, there and thereabouts. Hands over the side of the pad. I want you please to press the ankles into the circle and lift yourself up to a rocking type position. And take it down. 4 more. Breathe in. Press the ankles into the circle. Lift your breastbone up. And take it down. So let's try and keep our knees a bit closer together. Mine are definitely wanting to drift apart, but we're really opening the front of the body here. 2 more, please. Just like a rocking position. Sometimes people can't reach to their ankles, so a magic circle is a really good prop to help get us there. 1 more time, please. Lift up. Arm bones spinning backwards, pressing your ankles into your circle. Release. And remove the circle, just take it to one side and in your own time push yourself back into Pilates rest position. So just give your bum a wiggle out, eyebrows are coming closer into your knees. And then let's just try and get the crown of the head down to the mat. So we're almost aiming for a headstand position. So you've got your spine flexed as much as possible. And when you're ready, roll the spine up. Okay, we are going to bring our legs in front of us. And let me just check, because I fear I may run out of time. I've got a lot more that I want to get done. I think we're going to go for the opposite move now. Couldn't really be more opposite. We are going to go for our open-legged rocker. I want this circle to be around your ankles. And you're going to press out on it. And you're going to feel how that connects, well, it connects the entire outside of the legs. I really feel that connection. So hold on to your calves, press your lower back into the waistband of your trousers and just stretch your legs up. Now, even if they're a little bent, it doesn't matter. Find your legs as straight as you can. And I want you to breathe in, roll back. Ooh, that wasn't a very big one. Breathe out, come up. Press into your circle, roll back. And press into it more to lift you. Think about the arms staying straight. So the legs are either bent or straight, they don't change. But the arms are straight the whole time. Give me 4. And again, we're not flinging ourselves back, or we're not meant to be. Give me 3. Only to the top of the shoulders, the head doesn't come down. It might look like mine is, but actually it's not. That's one thing I'm not cheating on tonight. Last one, please. Roll back. Come on up and bend your knees. You're going to shimmy the circle up so it's just on the outside of your thighs, and we're going to go for some shoulder bridges. We're going to do a few with it inside our thighs, and we're just going to feel how it makes the move different. So I've got my heels underneath my knees. Obviously I'm in a wider stance than normal. Push your shoulders into the mat. Take a deep breath in, just let your back fall into its comfortable position. And then exhale, press out into your circle and peel your spine up. Now at the top of your bridge, I want you to pause here, hips high, pressing out on that circle. Your rib cage is just dropping down, it's heavy. And then melt your spine down, creating length all of the way down. At the bottom, your back just releases. Breathe in and breathe out. Press into your circle. Articulate the spine up. Remember, your hips are higher than your ribcage here and your arms are pressed down. And then articulate down once again. So often in bridge, our legs wobble all over the show. That's why we're just feeling the connection of the circle. So come on up. So your legs can't be wobbling here, otherwise the circle would be dropping off of your legs. Lift your hips a little higher. Are your arms fully connected? And melt the spine down. And then at the bottom, we are just going to move the circle and take it in between our thighs. So I don't want your feet wider than your knees, so let's just try and line ourselves up. So I really feel actually I have got a strong connection. I am squeezing the circle. Can we use our shoulders more? Because if they're rolling forward, our pelvis actually gets heavy. So if you need to not press into your hands and you need to press into the sides of your little fingers to keep those shoulders down, then please do. Again, play with the move, make it yours. Take a deep breath in. And this time we exhale, just lift our hips up. And I want you to squeeze for 8, 7. So squeeze in the circle. 6, 5, 4. Is your ribcage still heavy? And your hips still high? Give me 2, 1. Release a little. And then just take the pelvis down. 3 more sets. I press the hips up. I drop my ribcage in. And I squeeze. I squeeze. So think about, just let your legs do their thing. Get a good squeeze on. Let me keep on the time and eye on the time. What are your shoulders doing? If they're rolling forwards, remember, change your hand placement. Give me 2, 1. Release. Take the pelvis down. 1 more set, please. Lift. Squeeze. Squeeze. So the hips aren't getting heavy. They're light because your shoulders are doing all of this work. Your feet and your hands are being used as much. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Pause there, hips higher, ribs in. Go again, give me 8, 7. Oh, I felt the outside of the legs working, the insides of the legs. Feeling my arms working through my center. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. This time melt your spine down. And move your circle out of the way. Just draw your knees into your chest and give your back a gentle rock. And then take your feet to the floor, please. Feet fairly close to your bottom. Knuckles and the big toes together. And let your knees drop out to the side. So you're trying to get the feet flat together there. And just press down on the inner thighs, just to stretch that out. Just let your bum relax. Make sure we're not gripping. Don't want to be holding on to any tension. And you can just rock side to side here a little bit. And movement to the lower back. And bring those knees in. I'm just going to grab my circle. I'm going to put 1 foot in it. And I'm going to use the circle to pull me up. And I'm going to take the other foot in the circle. Let me just tie my hair out of my way again. Okay, and we're going to use the circle to bring ourselves into our bend, our forward fold. The elbows are wide, and you're just pushing your heels forwards. And you're pressing the back of your knees into the mat. And then we stack our spine up. So you're pulling your big toes back towards you, sat really tall here. And then we're going to fold forwards, we're rounding forwards. You're still pressing the back of your knees down into the mat, elbows still wide, breathing. And then roll up vertebra by vertebra. 1 more time, pull in and breathe. And if you wish, you can remove your circle if it's in the way, and you can take hold of your feet if that allows you to get a little deeper. And imagine I'm there with my hand just gently on your shoulders, just adding a little bit of pressure. Not too much, not forcing anything.
And when you're ready, release your feet or your legs or your circle and you stack your spine up.
And you are